Hey everyone, Dan Freshley here from Solar Surge. Today I'm in Arcata, California looking at a recently installed PointGuard battery system along with a full PV system. And today what we really want to go over is sort of the pros and cons of this configuration versus some other popular brands on the market today is this modular stackable design. What we're looking at here right now is actually a 24 kilowatt hour battery system. And this 24 kilowatt hour battery system is comprised of 3 of the 8 kilowatt hour battery modules and then the inverter controller here on top. Each of these modules does come in a different size. You have the ability for 5 kilowatt hours or 8 kilowatt hours. So depending on what size battery system you as the contractor want to offer or you as the homeowner want to have installed, you can sort of mix and match those designs. And this single stack for the form factor of this space, which we have a lot of ceiling space to work with, can grow up to about 40 kilowatt hours of total storage. And there's also the ability to integrate the bidirectional EV charger right on top of this design as well. So that's one of the major advantages versus the Tesla battery solution is simply the form factor, the modularity, and also with this flexible conduit here, it makes the installation process for the contractor a lot easier if in the future you're ever going to come back out, add on to your homeowner's system, sell additional products. You can very easily do that by removing the inverter controller from the top, adding on the additional modules, repositioning the inverter back on top, and then adjusting your conduit as needed. PointGuard chose to go with a much more modular stackable design, which means that the physical footprint is far less than the 5P. Although the 5P batteries are intended to be sort of a modular design, it's not modular stackable, which means that, well, as you can see in the space I'm standing in, had we gotten to the same amount of battery storage that this is here, this is a 24 kilowatt hour battery system from PointGuard, we would have needed about 5 of the Enphase 5Ps. Which once you put all those up on the wall here, try to find space for it, don't even think about what that means to the contractor from a workload perspective. One of the additional added benefits of this modular design, to get a little bit more technical here as well, is the way that the actual battery cells in each of these units are ran. These battery cells are ran in parallel. As these cells are all working together, let's say for example that this top 8 kilowatt hour unit, after a handful of years, is at 95% of its original performance due to degradation and other factors. But let's just say, for example, the bottom unit is down to 70%. There's something faulty, there's an issue, there's whatever could be the case. With the benefit of how this architecture was designed, this top unit still is functioning at 95%. This middle or bottom unit is working at 75%. You're not dragging things down to the point of weakest link, as we often refer to it as. One of the really major benefits here too to the PointGuard modular design in this particular case is not only the ability to add on more batteries, which can come in different flavors by the way. Right now we've got 8 and 5 kilowatt hours, but theoretically in the future those could be 10 kilowatt hours, 12 kilowatt hours. It could be a different type of battery chemistry. Because everything is optimized on the DC side of things, it really doesn't matter what the size of the battery is or what the battery chemistry is because DC will still communicate to DC. The other big advantage here though too is that let's say down the road, 10 years down the road, a battery unit has failed, there's been issues with the battery, whatever it may be. It makes it very, very easy for you as a homeowner or the contractor to simply get a new battery, take the inverter controller off, replace the new battery back in, and then continue to grow and expand that system and still rely on the equipment you had originally that was functioning just fine. Hi, this is Dan Freshley from Solar Surge. In today's video, I want to go over the PointGuard load hub system as part of the PointGuard battery solution and exactly what goes on in this system. And I want to talk through this product in particular. But the main thing to really know about what this actually is allowing for is sort of a hybrid of EMS, which is an energy management system, as well as a backup load panel for this property. One thing that hasn't been as common in solar installations is the ability for there to be an EMS with a battery system. From a lot of other competitors out there, it's oftentimes that when a battery is installed, you have a subset of loads, particular critical loads they might be referred to as, relocated into a sub-panel or a critical loads panel. The benefit to this type of configuration is it allows for a much more common whole home backup approach, but with the ability to have some selectable control over what appliances you're using, when you're using them, and how you prioritize the use of those. So as we can see here in the load hub in the upper left, we have 5 different smart load controls, or smart load breakers as PointGuard refers to it. And what's really cool about this system is this gives the homeowner or the contractor the ability to set certain loads to be smart enabled or to be controlled via the PointGuard mobile application.